Hey friends, it's Amy and I'm actually not in the studio. I am in my house, but I was just about to leave for work, but I wanted to get this recorded because it's something that I've been thinking about since after reading your comments from my Make It in May announcement the other day, and I wanted to just read you some of the encouraging words and really fun kind of feedback. I might be pronouncing this wrong, but Evelina Merlo said, "Let's make it. What do you think about it?" Well, it's on the screen right there. So, and then Jennifer Smith said, "Make it with me." Geeky B said, "May the crafts be with you," or "May the scrapbooking continue." So these are fantastic ideas. I just love the different titles. Megan Smith said, "How about calling us the May Makers? Also would love it if we made a hashtag so that we can all see what we end up making." So yes, I researched a few hashtags on Instagram and it turns out May Makers is taken and so is Make It in May. Really, part of the reason that I started this whole YouTube journey was to show you guys what I'm doing and hopefully inspire you to go out there and do more, make more, experience more, and have more fun. Just make things happen. We should probably just think of a hashtag that's more in general, not just for this month, so that you guys can see who's feeling inspired, or if you're making a project, let's say from a video that's from last year, that you can still hashtag it and have people see it and have me see it as well, because I do look under hashtag Amy Tangerine, but if you don't include my products on there, or if you want to just do something else, I think that we should do the hashtag Fangerine. And that way you can all see the different ways people are being inspired by the videos, which I think is really the best part for me. Seeing what you guys make and seeing how you guys are interpreting either the products that I design or the techniques that I'm showing you, and then you're making stuff. That really is the most rewarding part about this whole thing. These videos take a long time to make, and I'm just so grateful for you all for following along and subscribing and being a part of this. When I started putting a lot of effort into YouTube, I think it was exactly a year ago, it was one of those things where I wanted to consistently put out videos, but I didn't know if I could keep up the momentum. I'm at the point now where I have so much recorded content that I have to figure out a way to show it to you in a way that you guys can digest it and feel inspired by it and just enjoy it. I think the whole creative movement that we're creating is bigger than just the month of May. So I love those ideas and those suggestions for hashtags, and I like that we're gonna still keep this Make It in May just for this intro, but I really think that we should hashtag Fangerine, and you guys can show me what you're up to and what you're making. And I don't even think that this is so much about making crafts and scrapbooking things. It could be making dinner. It could be so simple. So I do want to read you this comment from Love Jack Videos. "Love this. I think you should give a prompt or challenge per week, like make something with hearts or get creative with color blue, or use your favorite washi tape. Then everyone can be inspired by each other's take on the challenge." I had the pleasure of meeting her at the stationery show, and I think that that's such a great suggestion. I'll put up a challenge, and then you guys could show what you make from it using hashtag Fangerine. That way we can really make May magical as well as every other month. Becca Lane says, "I like the idea, but I would like projects where you don't have to out and buy a kit." Okay, so I'm assuming she means go out and buy a kit, but she really brings up a great point, because so much of what I do is I introduce you to cool new products, and I think that you depend on me to show you innovative, cool things that I'm working on and things that you might be interested in, and I have been accused of being an enabler sometimes. But at the same time, I understand that we should make the most of what we have around us, which is why I say, this is what I'm using, this is what I'm showing you, but you can use what you have at your fingertips too, because sometimes I use things that are a little bit less expensive, sometimes things are more expensive, but I really don't think it's about the actual products half the time. I really want you to feel inspired by what I'm doing. So in the last video, for example, you may not want to go out and buy that page kit for whatever reason, but it's okay. You can maybe feel inspired in a different way and adapt it to something that you might have in your stash. And I know if you're a scrapbooker, you have tons in your stash. So part of the reason I started this channel, which is a story that I need to go in depth about, but Part of it was I wanted to set up the studio and have it be a space where people could come in and make stuff, and then you guys could feel like you were part of the journey. My friend David Sullivan actually came back from an awesome trip where he spent some time with Taylor Swift, hanging out with a bunch of cool people, and he wanted to document it in such a way where he just had the photos and a book, like a memory keepsake book, right? So he wanted a scrapbook. So he came over, and here's this guy who is just having all these revelations over the course of a few days for a few hours each day, and put together his own scrapbook. He was stamping, he was having the best time, he was in a zone. It was so cool seeing all that and being a part of it, but I really wish that we had a video camera, that we had something set up so that, you know, he could have the reactions that he was having and you guys could see it, because it was so relatable. And I think that when people get their hands on creative, crafty, scrapbooky supplies and they make something, they really have fun and enjoy it. We already know that, but maybe people watching who don't scrapbook will see something in one of my videos and feel inspired to try it. So much of the fun that happens in the studio or on a trip happens and we want to document it, or you just feel inspired by seeing it, and maybe it makes you go out and experience different things and try different things and things that you were maybe afraid of doing before. And so maybe this is just one big permission slip for you to just go out and make stuff happen. Hey, so I'm in the studio because my memory card was full. I kept on talking and I thought it was recording, but apparently it had stopped at that point. So I just want to pick back up and say thank you so much for watching these videos, and I want to issue you a challenge for this first Make It in May or second Make It in May, whatever you want to say. And I really just want you to make something that you love. So take some time out of your day, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, however much time you have, and make something that you love. If you don't know what you want to make something with hearts. And also what I noticed is this is a way better angle. That was horrible. I didn't have my tripod at home. I just wanted to set up that video, and lesson learned, bad angle for me. Sorry if you were seeing my double chin at times. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching these videos. If you like this, please give it a thumbs up. I'm excited to be making more stuff with you, and I can't wait to see what you make in the hashtag Fangerine. See you soon!